Alright, hello everybody, and last month I turned 20 years old, and I've been thinking recently that in 20 years I've learned a lot, and I've been through a lot, not as much as people who are older than me, but I decided to make a video for people who are younger than me, or the same age, and just talk about experiences and what I've learned and stuff like that over the last 20 years that I've been alive. And I broke it down pretty much into 5 categories. So let's get started. The first one is things and people are changing. Now what I mean by that is everything in the world, whether that be technology or the places around you, are constantly changing. Like the Chuck E. Cheese down the corner is not going to be the Chuck E. Cheese down the corner in 5 years from now, maybe. And then for technology, obviously you got new iPhones every year, so the iPhone you have this year necessarily isn't going to be relevant next year, even though Apple does say that they're not. In the commercial it says not much has changed, which is horrible marketing, but still it's not going to be as relevant as it is now than it will be down the road. The same can be said for people. Like the group of people that you consider your friend from the time you're in kindergarten to the time you get into 8th grade are not necessarily the same group of people you're going to consider your friend when you graduate high school or once you're beyond high school. Now, that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. The bad part is you're losing people, but the good thing is you're realizing who's real in your life. And what I mean by that is like who's your real friend, who really cares about you, who actually gives a damn. But you're also losing the people who you thought cared about you, you thought liked you, but they were just temporary, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, they were your friend, but they weren't a lifetime friend. They were fun when in the moment, but not for the future. That kind of sounds bad, but it's okay. Next, pretty much you do you, boo-boo. Now what I mean by that is do whatever the hell you want to do. Don't let other people bring you down. Negativity is horrible and it's stupid, so don't let it affect you and your life and what you want to do with it. Now, I was like constantly bullied and stuff, and I let it get to me and I started agreeing with them. Don't do that, because that's just gonna fuck you up in the head, and that's not a good thing, because you don't want to. Nobody wants to be messed up in the head. That's not good. It's horrible. You think thoughts you probably shouldn't think, and it's just overall a bad time. It's your life. Live it the way you want to be. Pretty much be the best damn you can be, and don't let anybody tell you differently. Say you bought a boat and you want to fill it with 500 gummy worms and set sail across the world. Well, damn it, you buy that boat, you fill it with 500 gummy worms, and you sail across the goddamn world, because it's what you want to do, and it's what makes you happy. It's sticky, but it makes you happy, because damn it, that's who you are. Never give up on your dreams. Now, what I mean by that is pretty much self-explanatory, but don't let anything get in the way of your future, your happiness, or anything you want to do in life. Even if you don't think it's happiness, or you don't think it's going to benefit you, don't let anybody stop you anyway, because trying is better than thinking what would have happened if I tried. So try things if you think you want to do it. Your future is your choice, no one else's. No one else can determine what you do in life. No one else can determine who you are, what you look like. That's not necessarily true, because your parents technically do, but anyway, no one is in charge of you but you. And that goes back to the negativity Don't let anybody's negativity determine who you are or what you do. Like in my situation, I wanted to start YouTube 5 years ago, but because I let the negativity from others get in my way, I started believing that maybe I wasn't good enough for anything, so I just never started. And I regret that completely, because now we are here, 2015, and I'm just now starting. And I wanted to have started, like, technically this would have been my 6th year doing YouTube. That's a long time. I'm only in my 8th month, and this could have been my 6th year, and I probably would have had more than 124 subscribers by now, which we'll get into that in a second. But yeah, always push yourself to achieve those goals and dreams you set, because in the end, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It's your life. Go for the goal, or go for the gold, whichever one you want to put. I put goal for some reason. Always have a winning mindset. Don't go into something thinking you're just going to lose, or you're going to fail, or it's not worth it anyway because you're bad. Don't do that, because then what you said is going to be true. You're not going to win, you're not going to do good, you're going to fail, and you're going to be bad, because you believe that. You have to believe that you're good at something and you're worth it, because if not, you're going to fuck up, you're going to fail. And I know it's hard to, like, sometimes it's easier to talk bad on yourself sometimes than it is to talk good on yourself, but don't do it. It's not good for you. Trust me. Doing it my whole life. Don't recommend it. If you are stuck in your current situation, whether that be, in my case, YouTube, in your case, whatever it may be, if you're stuck at a certain situation, do not give up. I'll go back to my YouTube situation. I was at 44 subscribers for like a month, and then one day, 2 weeks later, like one day hit, and then 2 weeks later I had 100 subscribers. If I would have given up and quit, I would never have hit 100 subscribers. Never. Because I would have given up. If I would have thought, like, hey, no one wants to watch my videos, no one likes me, I should just quit and stop this, it's pointless, I would never have hit 100. I would have stayed at 44 for the rest of my life, or even lost them all. So don't give up, because one day something can just happen and you'll skyrocket. I didn't necessarily skyrocket, but I went from 44 to 100 in 2 weeks, which for me is amazing. Set goals in your life that are realistic and reachable, and pretty much that means don't have a main goal. Like for me, my main goal is 1 million subscribers one day, but I'm not focused on that goal as much as I am on smaller goals like 200 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. You got to make them more reachable and more realistic, because if you only have that one main goal, you might not necessarily ever reach that main goal, at least not anytime soon. And because you don't have anything to, like, any other goals to reach, you're just going to think that you're constantly failing because it's taking forever. But the main goal is good to have, just don't rely on it as much. And pretty much lastly, stay awesome. Don't change who you are as a person to keep someone else in your life. And like, say you have a friend and they changed and you don't want to lose them, so you change, and in return you lose a lot of people. So what I'm kind of saying is, don't change your life to focus on one person and in turn hurt others, because it's better to lose one person than it is to lose everyone except for that one person. Now, I mean this as in a friend way. If it's your boyfriend or girlfriend or relationship partner, it's a different story. But don't focus on one friend more than the other friends, and like treat the other friends differently because you're focusing on this one friend more, because you're just gonna end up losing on those other friends, which is not good. And surround yourself with people who are awesome like you. You are awesome. Don't let anybody tell you differently. Be that sticky captain around the world. You do it. And maybe you can do something awesome with those awesome people. I know I'm only 20, and I look at my demographics. People are older than me and watch my videos, so I understand if you don't want to take my advice or go like take anything that I've said today to mind, which I totally understand. I'm only 20. Like I've got like at least 20 more years left. I don't mean that as I'm gonna die at 40, but I have at least 20 left. So I just made this. I just feel like talking. I'll make a video. That's what I'm gonna do with Call of Duty, pretty much. I'm just gonna come on here, I'm gonna record some gameplay, and I'm gonna talk over it, not necessarily be about the video. So before we wrap up, I want to apologize about the last episodes for Minecraft Story Mode and Yoshi's Woolly World. The audio file got ripped out of it and deleted, so the next 2 episodes will not have commentary, unfortunately. But this video is about to wrap up. It's got 30 seconds left, so we're gonna wrap up here. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. Tell me what you think about this one. I just had a random thought about what I learned in 20 years, and I decided to make a video about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Camp Callum Cody, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles.